So just find your real relaxed pace. Let everything go. And put your hands on your belly if you like to feel the rise and fall of the belly. But just focus on your breath. Nice deep breathing through the nose. Do more big breaths. Now find your regular breath. And we're going to extend our right arm all the way out, bend our left knee, and come all the way over. Bring the left knee over to the right and extend the right arm, the left arm above the head onto your fingertips and breathe into it. Reaching through that left arm. One more breath. Use that left hand to push your way back into Savasana. And now extend the left arm, bend the right knee, bring it all the way over to the left, and extend the right arm overhead onto your fingertips. One more breath. Use your right hand to make your way back into Savasana. Get comfortable. And bring the right knee into chest. Give it a big hug. Engage the core here, shoulders away from ears. And now extend the right leg and bring the left leg into chest. And give it a big hug. Check your shoulders, your neck. Place the left foot just in line with your hip point. And now cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Left hand on left hip, right hand on right knee. And we're going to push that knee out with every exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lift off that left foot, interlace behind the thigh, and bring it closer with exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Place that left foot down and the right foot in line with the hip points. Adjust where you need to and cross the left ankle over right thigh. Right hand to right hip, left hand to left knee. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Waking those hips. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lift off the right foot. Interlace behind the thigh. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Exhale. And place both feet down in line with the hip points. Open up the arms nice and wide. And then we're going to lift just the hips. So keep a nice long neck, reach through the fingers. Shoulders are on the mat. Core is engaged, grounding down in the feet. One more breath. Coming down very slowly with control, vertebra by vertebra. All the way down. Readjust as our body releases. And one more time, lifting the hips, grounding down the feet. Feel like you've got a block between your thighs and that you're really trying to hold it there. So don't let the thighs open up. Keep them very parallel. Engage the core. Breathe. And slowly down with control. All the way. Now extend the legs and roll onto your side, finding a long line from the crown of the head all the way to the feet. Everything is stacked, the hips, the shoulders, the feet. And we're going to do our usual exercise, bringing the upper leg up and down, nice and slow, really control it, up and down, up, down, up, down, up and hold, and bring them together and open, close and open, close, open, close, open, close and hold, and bring them both down and bring them up. You can't go high. Bring them down and up, down, up, down, up and hold, and open and close, open, close, open, close, open, close and hold, 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 one more hold, and slowly down with control. Rolling onto your belly, bring the hands very close to your chest. Ribs are already tucked into your ribs. Chin is on the floor, and we're going to lift just the head. Hold it, breathe, breathe. One more breath, and bring the chin down. One more time, just the chin. Up, hold, 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 and down. Now we're going to do baby cobra. So we lift the chin, the head, and the shoulders. Tuck the elbows into the ribs. Hold, 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 and slowly down. One more time. Lifting chest and head. Hold, 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 and slowly down. And now we'll do full cobra. So up onto your hips, shoulders back, head up. Hold, 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 and slowly down. One more time. Up, hold, 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 and slowly down. Bring both arms up into a nice V. Open the legs into a V2, comfortable V. And we're going to lift the right arm, the head, and the left leg at the same time. Lifting up, hold, 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 and down. Other side. Up, hold, 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 and down. One more time each side. Up, hold, 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 and down. And last side. Up, hold, 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 and down. Bring the hands all the way down. Palms flat on the ground. And we're going to lift all four limbs and the head at the same time. Ready? Up, hold, 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 and down. And again. Up, hold, 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 and down. One more time. Up, hold, 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 and down. Catch your breath and roll over to the other side. onto your side, checking everything is stacked. Nice long spine here. And the same exercise as before. So we're going to lift the upper leg up and slowly down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and hold, and bring them together and open, close and open, close, open, close, open, close and hold, and slowly down together and up together and down together, up and down, up and down, up and hold, 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 and open, and close, open, close, open, close, open, close and hold, 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 one more hold, and slowly down. Back onto our bellies. We do the same sequence one more time. Elbows tucked in, hands flat on the floor, spread the fingers close to the chest, lifting just the head. And down, up and down, up, down, one more time, up and down. Baby cobra, up and slowly down, up and slowly down, up, slowly down, up, slowly down. Full cobra, up and slowly down, up and slowly down, up, slowly down, and up, slowly down. Extending the arms forward, and right arm, left leg, up, hold, 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 and down. Other side, up, hold, 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 and down. First side, up, hold, 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 and down. And other side, hold, 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 and down. Both arms all the way down, palms flat on the floor, and lifting all four limbs and the head. Up, hold, 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 and down. Up, hold, 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 and down. Push those shoulders back when you lift up chest. Up, hold, 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 and down. And last one. Up, hold, 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 and down. Catch your breath. And sitting back all the way into Balasana. Sitting back on your heels and extend the arms forward. Let the head relax. Releasing the back here. Catch your breath. Breathe into it. Your knees can be as open or as closed as you like. See what feels right for you today. And coming into tabletop. Checking alignment. Spread the fingers. Engage the core. Cat-cow. Nice and slow to start. Inhale up. Shoulders back. Exhale down from the tailbone, chin to chest. Inhale up. And exhale down. Little faster. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Back to our center. Walk the hands forward into puppy pose, reaching through the arms, lifting the hips, pressing down on the tops of the feet, pushing the heart to the mat. One more breath. Walk the hands back into tabletop. Checking alignment. 2 cat-cows. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Back to our center. Thread the needle, starting with the right arm. Inhale the right arm up. And thread it through. Coming onto your right temple. Extending the left, keeping the left hand either right next to you or extending all the way up. Lifting the hips. You can go onto your fingertips with your left hand. Breathe into it. And now optional, take that left hand all the way behind your spine. Hold on to the thigh and really lift that left shoulder up. And now release that left hand and make your way back into tabletop. 2 cat-cows. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Back to center. Left hand reaches up. Inhale and threads through, coming onto the left temple. And again, right arm can go overhead onto the fingertips if you like. Press down on the tops of the feet and breathe into it. Lift those hips. Optional, take that right arm all the way across the back and hold onto your thigh. Lift the right shoulder. And release the right hand, coming back into tabletop. 2 cat-cows. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Bring the big toes together, open up those knees and extending the arms all the way, coming onto fingertips if you want, and pushing the heart to the mat. Let the pelvis relax. The inner thighs just open naturally. Engage the core here. One more breath. Coming onto your forearms, nice wide forearms, hands in line with the elbows, and coming onto the right temple. Open the feet if you want. Breathe into it. Try to really turn the neck so you can almost, instead of being on the temple, come onto the ear. One more breath. Changing sides to the left side. One more breath. Use both hands to push your way back up. And now come into our first yogi squat of the day. Curling the toes. Let the head be heavy. Let the arms be heavy. If you want to move the head side to side, you certainly may. In this position, you're pushing your heels towards the mat in order to release those Achilles tendons. And if you want, take it into a vertical spine all the way up. Find your focus, hands in prayer at the third eye. And then take your hands behind you and come into a seated position, lotus or otherwise, but sitting nice and tall on your sit bones. Sit bones are even, shoulders are relaxed, hands on the knees. And let's just do a little bit of breathing here. Big inhale, hold, and exhale slowly through the nose. Inhale, hold, and exhale slowly. One more time. Inhale, hold, and exhale slowly. Find your regular breath. And roll down slowly. Heavy head coming onto your forearms. You may not go far. Keep the sit bones on the mat. Shoulders away from ears. Heavy head. Hands to knees. Tuck the elbows into a diagonal spine. Really pushing the heart forward, shoulders back. Core is very engaged here. Long spine. And back to center. Big inhale. And exhale. Right hand reaches out, left hand reaches high, shoulders down as we do our side stretch, waking those ribs. Taking it into a right twist, lengthening up, shoulders back, looking behind. Keeping that twist, look over the opposite shoulder, the left shoulder. Nice tall spine here. Right hand meets left hand on right knee. Torso is really twisted to the right, and the head comes down slowly to that right side. Twisting the torso, shoulders away from ears. Rolling up, facing the right, and back to center. Big inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Left hand reaches out, right hand reaches high, shoulders down as we do our side stretch. Sit bones remain on the mat. Really keep that upper arm high. Doesn't matter how far over you go, it's about feeling that long stretch in the ribs and the upper arm. And taking it into a left twist, twisting the torso, sitting tall, looking behind. And now look over the right shoulder. Left hand meets right hand on right, left knee. Torso is facing the left as the head comes down towards that left knee. Twisting the torso, shoulders away from ears. Rolling up, facing the left. And back to center. Big inhale. And exhale. Open up the arms wide. Turn the palms to the back. Shoulders down. Core engaged. And we're going to press as if we're trying to hold a ball behind us. So we really are controlling our core here. We don't want to collapse the core. And now take it into cactus arms. So shoulders are down, elbows in line with the shoulders. Hands are in line with the elbows and the fingers are spread. Sitting very tall here. And now extend those arms outward, shoulders down, as if you're holding a big ball. So shoulders down and really reaching those arms high. And take those arms all the way back behind you. Hands facing upward, palms up and rolling down. Heavy head, reaching through the fingers here. And now bring those arms all the way forward onto your fingertips, finding that horizontal spine, really lengthening the arms, head is up, and long, long spine. Core is engaged. Coming onto your forearms. You know, I find my elbow in line with my knees are pretty good for a wide forearms, and head down, shoulders away from ears, engage the core. Keeping the head down, interlace the fingers behind the back, reaching the arms high. And again, if you want to lift the head into a horizontal spine, it's optional. Keep those arms high. One more breath. Relax the head and bring those arms behind you, palms up. Relax the shoulders. Hands to the knees, tuck the elbows into a diagonal spine, pushing the shoulders back, head in line with the spine, core is engaged. And back to center. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's undo those legs and just windshield wiper them, releasing the hips a little bit. And we'll do the other side. So whichever foot was in front stays back, shoulders down, core engaged, big inhale and exhale. Interlace the fingers behind the back, reaching the arms high, core is engaged here, really pushing the heart forward here, shoulder blades trying to connect. Breathe. One more breath. Release the hands behind you, palms up, and roll down, heavy head. Keeping the head down, come onto your forearms in front, palms up, heavy head, wide forearms. And now extending your arms all the way onto your fingertips, lengthening that spine, lifting the head, really try to find that horizontal spine, really lengthening the arms, extending that spine as much as you can. One more breath. Coming back onto your forearms, heavy head. Hands to knees, tuck the elbows into a diagonal spine, shoulders pushing back. And back to center. Big inhale and exhale. Left hand reaches out, right hand reaches high, up and over, side stretch. Keep that upper arm high, shoulders down. Taking it into a left twist, lengthening the spine, using the back fingers to leverage, looking behind the left shoulder. And now look to the right shoulder. Left hand meets right hand on left knee. Tall spine as you bring the head closer to the hip. Rolling up, facing the left. And back to our center. Big inhale. And exhale. Right hand reaches out. Left hand reaches high. Up and over, side stretch. Keep that upper arm high. Taking it into a right twist, lengthening that spine, looking behind. Twisting the torso. Looking over the left shoulder now. Right hand meets left hand on right knee, torso is facing the right as the head comes down towards that right knee. Rolling up, facing the right, and back to center. Big inhale and exhale. Open the arms wide, turn the palms behind, and now pushing as if you're pushing away something. You're really pushing. Keep a strong core here. Keep pushing, pushing, reaching through the fingers, and now coming into cactus, lengthening up, shoulders down. Spread the fingers. Keep those elbows out. And now find that big ball, holding it, lifting up the sternum, core is engaged. And take those hands all the way behind you, palms up, and rolling down, heavy head. Interlace the fingers behind you, reaching them high. And again, optional to lift the head into a horizontal spine, pushing the heart to the mat, shoulders connecting. Keep those arms high. One more breath. Release the head and release the hands behind you. Let those shoulders relax. Hands to the knees, tuck the elbows into a diagonal spine, shoulders back. And back to center. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's undo those legs one more time and just windshield wiper them a little bit, releasing them. And we're going to come back into our yogi squat. So finding that position. Let's start with our heavy head and our arms are heavy, pushing down on our heels, releasing the lower back here. And now extending the right leg outward into our deep open squat. Foot is flexed, nice diagonal spine here, shoulders back. Draw in that right leg and come into our deep squat with both heels on the floor, This is not an easy position, so if you can't do it, it's okay. Relax the pelvis down and bring the hands to heart center. If you need to keep your hands on the floor, or if you need to, you can widen your feet, or you can even stay on your toes and take the weight on your hands. So, there are all sorts of options. Okay, so extending the left leg now into our open squat. Find that diagonal spine, flex the left foot. Drawing that left leg back into our deep squat. Grounding down on the feet. It's a very, very grounding position, this. Relax. Let the pelvis just relax down. One more breath. Bring both hands down. Turn the feet parallel and hanging over. So our hamstrings are pretty tight. So we're going to bend and stretch. Heavy head. Wake them up gently. Keep the left hand down in the center and reach the right arm all the way up, looking up. Bring the right hand down, keep it down, and let the left hand go up. One more time each side, left hand down, right hand up. Pushing the heart forward here. Left hand down, right hand up. Or other way, right hand down, left hand up. Bring that left hand down, bend into the left knee, and hold on to the backs of both ankles. Heavy head, keep the head as close to the knees as possible and straighten that left leg. Hinging at the hips here. Holding onto the backs of the ankle, bend the right knee, bring the head close in, and now straighten that right leg, hinging at the hips, bringing the crown of the head closer to the mat. And now release the hands and roll up very slowly. And here we are in a wide parallel. And we're going straight into warrior two. So turn that right foot forward, left foot is about a 45. Hips are slightly diagonal, bending into that front knee, open wide. Reverse warrior, reaching back and reaching up. Vira two. Straighten up, wide parallel, rolling down, hanging over. Hang on to the backs of your ankles. Bring the crown of the head closer to the mat. Release the hands and roll up slowly. Back to our wide parallel, shoulders down, core is engaged. Big inhale. And exhale. And Vira two on the other side, checking alignment as you bend into that front knee, knee over ankle, open wide, broad across the collarbone. Reverse warrior, straighten the front leg, reaching back and reaching high. Back to Vira two. Straighten up, wide parallel, rolling down, hanging onto the backs of your ankles, or you can interlace the fingers behind the back and extend them upward. Release the hands and roll up slowly using those core muscles. Back to our center. Big inhale. And exhale. Vira 2, the first side. Bending into that front leg, open wide. And now long diagonal. With that nice long, keep those ribs really open. Back into Vira 2. Straighten up. And Vira 2 on the other side. Bending into that front knee, open wide. Long diagonal. Keep that upper arm high. Back into Vira 2. And back through our center. Vira 2, the first side. Bending into that front leg, open wide. Now reaching forward into triangle. And again, if that hamstring is tight, bend that knee, but push the heart forward, looking up. Windmill the arm down into low lunge, hips are now square, pressing through the back heel, shoulders back. Pushing from your back toes onto your front toes into our wide open squat, shoulders back. Flex the left foot. Draw in that left foot coming into our deep squat. Hands to the heart in prayer. Hands down and back, the same leg out. Left leg out. Pivot back into low lunge. And straight into plank. Finding plank, spread the fingers, strong core, turn the inner elbows towards the front. Breathe, press through the heels. One more breath. And now walk those feet forward into downward dog. Pedal the feet, play with it. And now walk those feet towards the hands into full forward fold. Half forward fold, lengthen the spine. Full forward fold. And roll up slowly. Big inhale. To Samasthiti. And now Vira 2 on the other side. Bending into that front leg. Open wide. 4 breaths. Reaching forward into triangle. Really twisting the torso, pushing the heart forward, looking up. Reach through that upper arm. Windmill down into low lunge, hips square, pushing through the back heel. From the back toes, pushing all the way over to the opposite toes into our open deep squat. Flexing that right foot. Should feel a little easier now that we warmed up. And draw in that right leg into our deep yogi squat. Put it forward, hands to heart center, shoulders back. Hands down, extend the right leg back out, flexing the foot, shoulders back, core engaged, diagonal spine. Pivot back into low lunge, hips are square. Hands all the way down, spread the fingers into plank, 10 breaths. Walk the feet forward into downward dog and play with it. Pedal the feet, lift the hips, press down on the heels. And now walk the feet forward into forward fold, cartwheel fold. Fold forward fold. And roll up slowly. Big inhale to Samasthiti here. Let's catch our breath. Okay, we're going straight into tree. So finding your focus. Take your time. Hands can be wherever you want. Coming out, shake it out. A little bit wobbly for me today. Back into Tadasana, big inhale. And exhale. And tree on the other side, take your time. Find your focus. Coming out, shake it out. Well done. Very nice. Okay, we're going to go all the way back onto the floor, onto our backs. Let's start in Shavasana, one where we were before, and just see how we feel now. Hopefully a little warmed up. Now let's put our hands on our belly. Relax the shoulders. Relax the hips. And do some nice deep breathing. Just through the nose, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Flex the feet, turn them parallel. Lift the head Interlace your fingers behind your neck, opening the elbows, and lift those feet just an inch off the floor, point and flex one at a time. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold, both flexed. Hold, hold, one more hold, and bring those feet down and release the neck, the head, and the arms. Bend both knees so that they're aligned with the hip points. Pelvis slightly tilted, core engaged. And lift the head, interlace your fingers behind the neck, lift both feet into sort of modified boat, and we're going to go up and down. Take your time. Extending, touching the floor. And now bring that straight leg sort of all the way outward and then back and forth. Take your time. Ten, 9, 8. Keep that core strong. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend both legs outward. Hold, hold, one more hold, and bring those legs down with control. And now release the head and the hands. And come back into Shavasana, just relax and catch your breath. So the abs are multi-layered. So depending on which exercise we do, we're building one of those layers. So that's why I vary it so much. Bring both the soles of the feet together. Let those knees just relax, but engage the core so the pelvis is slightly tilted. Open up the arms wide. Take a big deep breath. And we're going to cross elbow over elbow, getting deep in the scapula. Keep a nice long neck here. Breathe deeply. Keep those elbows lifted. One more breath. Open up those arms and cross the other way, lifting the elbows. One more breath. Open up the elbows and extend both legs down to the ground. Get comfortable. Check your alignment. Feet are now flexed. Core is engaged. Pelvis is slightly tilted. Bring the right knee into chest. Give it a big hug. Keep a nice long neck. Left hand to left hip as we open the right knee outward, keeping the hips square. Extend the right leg outward. Release your hand down to the ground, keeping the leg extended. Bring it slide all the way to the top. Hips are square. Point and flex. Spread the toes as you flex. Rotate in one direction, nice and slow. Rotate the opposite way. Keeping the foot flexed and straight, slightly over to the left, keeping the right hip on the mat. IT band stretch. Bring it back to the top, bring it into chest, give it a big hug, and take that right knee over to the left, holding it in your left hand, stacking the hips as you extend the right arm outward. Really reaching through, feel the twisted torso, gazing towards the right, left leg is engaged, flexed or pointed. One more breath. Rolling back, give that right knee a big hug. And now extend it down to the mat, keeping it engaged. Left knee into chest, big hug. Check the back of your neck. You want it nice and relaxed. And the shoulders. Right hand to right hip as we open up that left knee outward. Extend the left leg, holding it in the left hand. Release your hand, holding the leg outward. Bring it to the top. Check your shoulders, point and flex, work those toes. Rotate in one direction. Take your time, really work it. Work that ankle. Rotate the other direction. Keeping it flexed. Take that left leg slightly over to the right, keeping the left hip on the mat. Back to the center and bring it into chest. Big hug. And take it over to the right, holding it in your right hand and extending the left arm to the left. Reaching. One more breath. Rolling back. Big hug in of that left knee. And extend the leg down to the ground. Bring both knees into chest. Give yourself a big hug. A nice rock side to side. And extend the legs back down to the ground. Flex the feet. Feet are parallel. Reach the arms all the way above the head, interlace. Turn them inside out and really extend that spine even more by pushing through one heel and then the other. Side stretch. Open up the arms wide, bring both knees into chest, give yourself a big hug, Really bring those knees as close to the chest as possible. Lift the head and see if you can get your head close to your knees. Shoulders down. And now release the head back down. Open up the knees. Hold on to the outside of the feet. In our happy baby. Enjoy. And when you're ready, bringing both legs down all the way to the mat. Getting ready for Shavasana, so closing the eyes, ready, relaxing every part of your body. Hands can be wherever you want today. Shoulders are relaxed. Relax the buttocks, the neck, the jawbones, all those facial muscles, no frowning, just maybe a little smile, maybe. Find your regular breath and just let go. Very gently bring your awareness back to your bodies. And when you're ready, find your way to a fetal position and rest. And now make your way to a seated position, sitting nice and tall. Hands to heart center, shoulders relaxed. Wishing you all a wonderful day. It's glorious out there. Enjoy, be safe, be hydrated. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.
Namaste, Naomi. Thank you. That was excellent.
Oh, good. I'm glad you could join us, Sylvia.
Thanks,
Yes, I'll
Naomi.
be here whenever